Northwest Iowa man is in the hospital tonight following the collision of a pickup and semi near Sheldon this afternoon. According to the Iowa State Patrol, 21-year-old Jonathan Van Meteren of George failed to yield to oncoming traffic at the intersection of Northwest Boulevard and Highway 60 north of Sheldon. Just before 2:30 this afternoon, he pulled his pickup out into the path of a semi driven by 51-year-old Leonardo Hernandez of Hialeah, Florida. Van Meteren's pickup was pushed into the ditch and then caught fire. He was taken by ambulance to Sanford Sheldon Hospital. We don't know his current condition. We do know, though, the semi's driver wasn't hurt.